Outstanding news for the lives of innocent babies.
A leaked Supreme Court opinion signaling what many believe is the overturning of Roe versus Wade.
It's not often in this country that we move backwards in such a striking way.
So what will happen here in Oklahoma? News 4's Brent Skarkey is at the Capitol.
And Brent, protests, we can see, are happening there as we speak. Take it away.
They definitely are happening. Now, let's be clear, nothing officially has changed on the federal level, but a lot going on today here at the Capitol. As you see behind me, there is a protest going on, pro-choice people lining up with their signs, doing their chants. Also today at the Capitol, Governor Kevin Stitt signing the Texas-style heartbeat bill. That's happened within the last hour. This all leads up to one big question. What will access to abortion in Oklahoma look like if and when Roe v. Wade is overturned?
Everyone is really sad. It's disappointing.
This is a very dark day and absolutely concerning to us.
Abortion care officials on the leaked SCOTUS opinion. With a small gathering of protesters in the rotunda, reaction polarized at the state capitol.
Outstanding news for the lives of innocent babies.
It's not often in this country that we move backwards in such a striking way.
Yes, it's only a draft of an opinion, but what happens if this decision is made final in June or July as expected?
If the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade and Casey versus Planned Parenthood, then our previous statutes would go into effect.
Lawmakers say the trigger law passed last year would revert Oklahoma back to a 1910 state law prohibiting abortions and wipe any laws passed in the last 50 years that protect abortions off the books.
I think that looks like abortion clinics immediately shutting down.
Of the many abortion restricting laws passed in the last few years, officials say there are two that would also kick in. SB 1503, or the Texas-style heartbeat bill, was signed Tuesday by the governor. It opens up doctors to civil suits if abortion is performed after 6 weeks of pregnancy. That bill would take effect immediately. SB 612 makes it a criminal act for physicians to perform abortions from conception. That bill would take effect in August. Officials say it would make Oklahoma
one of the most, if not the most, pro-life states in the nation.
The ACLU and Planned Parenthood say the lawsuits they have against those two laws in state Supreme Court would normally fall back on Roe versus Wade to protect abortion access. Other routes will have to be taken.
This is it. The end of Roe is here, and we are going to have to fight back at the state level.
It is very possible that our Oklahoma State Supreme Court could find that there is a right to an abortion in our state constitution.
Care providers say even if abortion does become illegal in Oklahoma, it will not stop the procedures.
These laws don't stop abortion. They push it out of sight. They push it to other states.
Well, Planned Parenthood tells me 25 other states have similar trigger laws, and the two laws in Oklahoma that we talked about both have exceptions if the health of the mothers and her life is at risk. Of course, this rally continues. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 10. We're live at the Capitol. Brent Skarkey, Oklahoma's News 4.